step by me? Spin the slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step?
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Giants and the Colts on Thursday night.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, Week 15 begins. Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Indianapolis. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
You look at this Colt defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
This is an... bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CeeDee Lamb. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter what... Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Let's go now.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 3rd and 6. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Colts had 6-7, a game under 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Stroud, and this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Giants! CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Play action. Stroud now. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2nd and 10.
Like you mean it.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Stroud looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through. So the 3 points there, they see that's an inch a bit closer.
When you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
More now. This one swung out to Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Moore. And Ingram drills it in. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Moore. Locates Mooney on the out route. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw again. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They'll look to throw again. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Back to throw. Moore. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because to win all games on their schedule, but the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw. Moore. That is caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Stroud. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Come on.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Stroud on third down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Stroud now on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Moore. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. On the return, this is Turpin. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Second and 10, here's Stroud. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stroud here on third and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stroud now on first and 10. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Moore now. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Stroud's throw caught by Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a solid run down inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Play action. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his left. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. As Stroud now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Mixing up the middle. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Play action. Stroud now on the move to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's got it. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mixon again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's got it to about the 40. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now motion left with Mooney. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Moore. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first